Come off mute real quick. Yo, what's up? I see my dude over there.
What's going
DJ,
on?
the motherfucking beat god. What's up? What's up?
Man, my guy Ed Talk. What's happening, man? How's it out there in California?
It's a beautiful day, man. It's a little too hot for me. Anything over
Yeah,
85,
it is.
90, man. You know, not
Woo.
good. It's hot down
Yeah,
there, huh?
it's real like that
80?
down here too. Yes, sir.
Oh,
It's in that same bracket.
man, we on the
Hot and
same
sunny, 80 and 90.
Oh, it sounds nice until you in it. And you
Yeah,
dealing with that?
till you
You got
sweat
that
your buns
humidity
off.
too? You got the
Yes,
humidity
sir.
going? Oh,
Yeah, it does not feel good when it's too humid.
it's too sticky, man.
I've got my little towel.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
You might. Yeah, I do not do well in heat, man. And then you throw humidity on top. That's just a whole nother thing. I
yep.
guess you get used to it though. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, it's something to deal with. You could say used to it, but I don't think anybody really gets used to it. But you adapt. You figure out ways.
Yeah. What is it? Is it that whole South? So like, let's say Florida down to Texas. Is that where? And then
Florida's a
up
lot better
north?
because they're around the water.
Okay, yeah. Just naturally keeps it cool. You get the cool coastal breeze. I imagine.
Well, and the breezes are cleaner, right? It's not as humid because the water helps keep that off.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't been to Atlanta. Is it? It's not near the coast or anything, right? It's like inland or.
It's inland in North Georgia.
Wow. What's on the south then, near the water?
It's muggy. Now that's Savannah. You know,
Ah,
Waycross. What is that? Millersville ain't that far away from down there.
all right. You know what? I know a little bit, like a little something, right? But I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I know geography's kind of right for me. So I'm gonna pull this up just
Right.
in case y'all don't know. I imagine most people probably do know. All right, so we got a map here. I want to pull out a little bit. All right, there's Atlanta. Ah, okay. Whoa, why was I thinking Georgia was on the other side over here where Alabama is? Okay.
Nah, we sitting right on top of Florida. Yeah.
Wow. Dang, that's cool.
That
Good
right over there by
location.
Savannah, we actually touched the coast a little bit.
Oh,
Like a little corner
wow.
of the state.
Yeah, see, that's what trips me out because I'm in Cali, right? And Cali is just huge, right? This could be
And
like 4 or 5 states, right?
the whole side of the country. Right.
Yeah. See, so I'm up here in this area. I was right here near the water, SF. Actually, right in the middle. That little bridge right here. But
That's crazy.
just 2 hours north, man. Now I'm dealing with 90-degree weather. Just
Yep.
brutal out here, man.
You ain't near the water no more. Yep.
It's all good, man. Good times, man.
Yes, sir.
We got a good show for tonight, man. A lot of different stuff going on. I'm checking out the ticker. It's right there. All right. We talking Rambo, Napoleon Dynamite.
Rambo's getting an origin story. I'm really curious as to how they're gonna do it. Who they're gonna cast? Because Sylvester Stallone cannot play young Rambo. You just can't.
Hey, they do the CG, the AI, right? They touch him up. And
They gonna have to.
They did talk about him. They did talk about Sylvester Stallone might end up trying to direct, but not really sure.
hey, that dude
Direct, yeah.
he has made some power moves. Like
Star, no.
I don't know, man. You know, I guess he's not satisfied with that executive producer money. Like, he got to be front and center, the star of the show.
Tulsa
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
Just stick with
Just
that.
like
Do,
just like we
do,
were
do the old man role.
yeah, just like we were saying with Queen Latifah. She got like 9 lives, man. Jesus. Sylvester Stallone, man, got like 20 lives, man. Can't shake that dude.
He keeps coming back.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, that's a little sneak peek, but yeah, a lot of good stuff for today. Should we hop into what is it? Celestial Burden? We could jump right into that, make that change it up a little bit this week, and then we'll hop into the different
Hey,
topics. Does that sound good?
I'm game, man.
What you think, T?
Yeah, let's go and do it. Go and do it, man.
All right, man. That's three votes. Yay. All right, we're gonna do it. Let me get up in here.
Unanimous.
All right. Let me see. We presenting. All right, let me turn this off. We don't need that. I'm gonna just talk my way through this. All right, hit that and then go there. All right. Now, let's see. Boom. All right. So Celestial Burden. This is available now, Amazon, and so this is just a sneak peek on what you can expect, right?
And this is still on Spotify that we're playing, right?
This is Spotify, yup. So this
So
is just really
check us out. Spotify, Amazon.
Yup. All right, let's dive into it. But again, this is giving you a nice little synopsis, so you know what's up and you know what to expect. You can find there's like what 31 now, 31.
31.
Yup. Man, we just stacking right now. 31 different books, comics, different, titles for you to get into. You are going to find like the right one for you. And so here you can check out the whole collection for free before you hop in and go buy one. All right?
For the free 99.
Heck yeah. All right, so we're just playing.
Welcome to the Depth Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're venturing into, well, a really compelling and frankly pretty strange set of narrative sources.
It's definitely unusual material.
Right. Our goal is to really dig into the story of this individual, Eric, this miracle worker, they call him, operating in a slum called the Rib. Awful place, sounds like, heavily polluted.
Yeah, and we'll be looking at these bizarre environmental things happening around him, seemingly linked to his actions.
And also how this big organization, Averwatch, reacts.
Exactly. It's all about that interconnectedness, one person's actions, the environmental fallout, and how power structures deal with the totally unexpected.
So think of this as your way to quickly grasp those connections. It gets pretty wild, so we want to pull out the key insights for you.
It does get wild, and it raises some big questions about control versus, well, letting things unfold, maybe.
Okay, let's get into it then. First off, we meet Eric in the Rib. People are desperate, coming from all over to see him for healing.
And they're paying him with whatever they have. It's quite poignant. Really, fruit, water.
Even wages, or just a photo of a blue sky. Wow.
But it's hitting Eric hard too, isn't it? He wants to help, clearly.
Yeah, there's this real internal conflict. He's driven by empathy, wants to ease the suffering.
But he's also getting scared. Scared of the consequences, maybe overwhelmed by it all.
And those consequences, they're not just people getting better. The sources talk about accelerated rusting on buildings.
Right, and this overpowering smell of wildflowers, which sounds nice, except
Except it attracts these mutated insects carrying diseases. Not so nice.
a bioluminescent fungus growing everywhere, creating this really unsettling, surreal atmosphere.
A whole slum just transforms from this place of quiet desperation into, well, a spectacle.
And it shows how these healing acts, seemingly positive, are disrupting the local ecology in a big way. It's not straightforward healing at all.
So the locals are split, right? Some see him as a savior.
Others as a monster,
Yeah.
literally. He's completely losing control of the narrative and the situation.
It's like a pressure cooker. Introducing something so unknown destabilizes everything.
Absolutely. Hope and fear all mixed together, leading to chaos. Even Eric feels lost in it.
Okay, so then Aetherwatch enters the picture. They've got monitoring stations, and they start picking up weird energy spikes.
And atmospheric anomalies, right when Eric is doing his thing.
Their systems even detect unknown particles just appearing and disappearing near him. That must have set off major alarms.
Oh, definitely. For an organization like Aetherwatch, dedicated to stability and controlling the atmosphere,
Unexplained energy surges are basically their worst nightmare.
Exactly. It challenges their whole model. They have to investigate.
And this brings us to Dr. Eris Thorne at Aetherwatch HQ. He sounds intense, lives in this rigidly controlled environment.
Completely focused on atmospheric data.
Yeah.
And we learn why.
Yeah, this personal tragedy, losing his family in a pollution-fueled storm.
And he's haunted by this memory of a blue sky and his sister. That loss is clearly his prime motivator.
It shapes everything for him, doesn't it? That trauma fuels this almost obsessive need for order and control. He wants that blue sky back at any cost, it seems.
Precisely. So when reports of a miracle worker land on his desk,
His first reaction is total skepticism, calls it superstition, mass hysteria.
which makes sense given his background. He trusts data, science, miracles don't fit.
Not in the world he thinks he understands, the one that took his family.
But then his assistant, Elias Vance, comes in with the actual data.
Hard data, showing a clear correlation between the energy readings Aetherwatch is getting and these reported healings.
And Vance even notes this energy signature is unique, calling it paranatural.
Paranatural, that must have at least made Thorne stop and think, even if he didn't buy the miracle part.
It forces him to confront it. The data is undeniable, even if the explanation is, well, outside their norms. Paranatural, that itself is a huge flag. Maybe pointing towards this planetary life force idea later.
It probably created some serious cognitive dissonance for him.
You'd think so.
So what does Thorne do? He decides on immediate investigation.
Then, of course.
He calls Eric an uncontrolled variable. That phrase says it all, doesn't it? A threat to the system.
Absolutely. To Thorne, uncontrolled is the enemy. Stability is everything. Eric is chaos personified, in his view.
So Thorne briefs his team, emphasizes Aetherwatch's mission, atmospheric stability through science, data, controlled intervention.
They see themselves as the rational guardians, the protectors.
And Eric gets a designation, Subject Zero, dehumanizes him immediately, makes him a problem to be solved.
Frames him as an anomaly, and they tie the miraculous healings directly to those energy readings Aetherwatch detected. So it's presented as a scientifically verified threat.
But then Captain Eva Rostova points out a practical problem. Tracking Subject Zero in the rib, that place is a mess.
Yeah, it's congested, chaotic, not exactly ideal for surveillance.
It's just the limits of their tech, right? High-tech gear versus messy reality.
Definitely. The real world is complex. Thorne hates that complexity, that unpredictability.
So their solution is just throw everything at it. Microdrones, sensors, bioscanners, saturate the rib.
Try to build a complete profile through sheer volume of data. Information is control for them.
Thorne's protocol is clear. Containment is the priority. He wants Eric alive for study. But he authorizes force if Subject Zero is deemed a direct threat. Necessary force.
So study him if possible, neutralize him if necessary. Stability trumps science, ultimately.
And Thorne is overseeing this personally. You really sense his underlying fear. Fear that this unknown element, Eric, will shatter the order he's built.
That blue sky is always in the back of his mind. It's personal. This isn't just a job for him.
But even with all their resources, Aetherwatch struggles in the rib. Drones have trouble navigating.
Sensors get overloaded. Bioscanners face interference. The chaos of the slum fights back in a way,
It proves that reality can often outsmart even the most advanced tech.
which must frustrate Thorne to no end.
He's monitoring this patchy, incomplete data stream, and the narrative says he's actively suppressing emotions, pity, regret, curiosity.
Pushing it all down. Focusing only on the data, on the need for control. Walling himself off.
And then that trauma hits him again, the memory of the disaster, his family. It just reinforces his belief. Absolute control is the only way.
It's a tragic feedback loop. Fear drives the need for control, which leads to actions that might create more problems, more fear.
Meanwhile, Eric moves on. He goes to an industrial district, still driven by that empathy.
Yeah, he sees the workers suffering from toxic chemicals, and despite everything that happened in the rib, he still wants to help.
He hasn't given up trying to do good.
But then, disaster strikes again. He tries healing, and a nearby canal just transforms.
Into toxic sludge, an unnatural algae bloom, dead fish, the stench. It's an ecological nightmare.
Directly linked to his attempt to heal. It shows how his power interacts unpredictably with already damaged environments. It's not just adding energy, it's changing things fundamentally.
And the community reaction, fractured again. Some might be grateful for clean air if he helped with that, but the poisoned water.
Leads to anger, despair, accusations fly. Eric must feel completely crushed. Is his power inherently destructive?
He must be questioning everything at this point.
Yeah, the guilt must be overwhelming.
An Aether Watch. They see this algae bloom, and for Thorn, it's definitive proof.
Confirmation bias, basically. He sees Eric as a chaos agent, a virus.
He orders the containment unit prepped, ramps up the search, authorizes lethal force if needed.
He's doubling down. This event validates all his fears about uncontrolled energy release.
And again, we see his trauma filtering his interpretation. He believes Aetherwatch is holding a fragile planet together.
And Eric is the rogue element threatening to shatter it all. His past dictates his present actions, pushing him towards more extreme measures.
Eric, understandably, withdraws. Tries to shut down his powers. He's haunted by the canal, the angry faces.
He's probably thinking he's just destined to cause harm. A really dark place.
But then Mary reappears or communicates somehow, offers comfort, guidance.
Tells him the gift is for healing, but needs wisdom, understanding.
She doesn't shy away from the hard questions, though. Asks him flat out, what if the power is inherently destructive?
That's a heavy question. Forces him to confront the worst possibility about himself.
But she also talks about balance. That's key, isn't it? It's not just about giving energy.
Right. It hints at something deeper. Maybe receiving, maybe channeling, maybe transforming. A more holistic view.
Back at Aetherwatch, the scientists are analyzing Eric's energy signature. They confirm it's unique, organic, but
Paranatural. That word again. And it fluctuates with his emotions.
which must be fascinating for the scientists trying to understand it.
But Thorne likely dismisses the paranatural part as unscientific jargon. And the emotion link. That probably just makes Eric seem more unstable and dangerous in his eyes.
Exactly. He calls Eric an empathy bomb, fears he could destabilize the whole ecosystem.
He wants a live sample, a full profile. Still driven by that fear of another catastrophe like the one that took his family. He needs to categorize and control Eric.
And when Aetherwatch surveillance sees Eric trying to suppress his powers,
Thorne doesn't see responsibility. He sees instability. A storm brewing.
so he mobilizes the containment team immediately. His fear dictates the interpretation every time.
But Eric, remembering Mary's words about balance, decides to try again, despite the fear.
He finds an injured bird, and this time he tries something different, a focused healing.
Consciously trying to filter the energy, maybe absorb the negative aspects, the pain.
It's a deliberate attempt at control, at responsibility, not just blasting energy outwards.
It partly works. He heals the wing.
Dang. Should we keep
So
going?
deep, so deep.
That one's deep. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what's gonna happen?
thing is going down the rabbit hole.
So I'm picturing Eric got all this energy, boom, lets it off, but it's too much energy.
It's uncontrollable.
Yeah, you got to find a way to control it. There's a lot of different,
Good. That was good.
lot of different things touching there, man. I'm feeling like real life. I'm feeling like it really resonates for what's happening today. Technology. Like, come on, we're OGs,
Right.
man. We remember back in the day, simpler times, better times. And sometimes, man, the technology's cool, but like I get the sense like no one's even asking for it. Like,
Right.
do I need a phone that flips? I didn't ask
Right.
for
There are
that,
many cases. Yeah.
bro.
No,
For that.
no, I didn't. No, I got a 5G now. I didn't ask for 5G, 6G, 7G, but it just happens that way.
Yeah, it's yeah, but
Different.
Yep. Well, it sounds like this is really tackling a lot of issues affecting us today. Maybe things we don't even really talk about. And I think that's the beautiful thing about stories, right? It's going to pull you into their story where it's safe, but you can start to kind of explore deeper topics like this, right?
Absolutely.
Certainly.
Available now. Spotify, Amazon.
And
Top
Amazon.
one. Top one today. All right. So what's next?
Yeah.
We just chilling, y'all.
Man. Well, the NBA is on. OKC versus Minnesota.
Wow.
New York versus Indiana.
Wow.
Now, Knicks Pacers.
What's up? You cut out.
Knicks Pacers, that's a rivalry.
Dude, that must be going back to like Reggie Miller days. Hey, that was the game, right? Reggie Miller dropped like 3 trays in like
To the 90s.
10 seconds.
Yep. Trying to tell you.
Wow. Yeah, that was. I remember seeing that when I was a kid. It was like, what? No way.
Steal, shot, steal, shot, steal, shot.
I kind of feel bad for Reggie Miller, man. Like, Steph Curry.
He had to play
comes
Jordan.
and yeah, of course. Like, he couldn't compete with Jordan, get that. But then, like, lights out shooter. And then all of a sudden, Steph Curry comes in like 15 years later. And of course, there's been a ton of great shooters since. So I'm just saying, but Steph Curry all of a sudden changes the game.
And Ray beat his record first.
Yep.
Now it's Steph, then Ray Allen,
Yeah. Wow.
then Reggie Miller.
See, that's the difference, though. Reggie, maybe it's because Reggie was with the Pacers, kind of like franchise player. Ray Allen, nice role player, solid guy, man. He'll hit that three in the corner for you. But Reggie Miller
Came in to be a franchise player when he was young, but
yeah. And you can't really compare Steph and Reggie, right? Because both great players, but Steph is just on a whole nother planet, man. He got the handles. He can
changed the game.
Yeah. And super humble. Like, sometimes with Reggie, I don't know. He got a little edge on him a little bit.
Oh, he's definitely a trash talker.
Yeah. Where like Steph
But
just smiles and laughs.
Don't get it twisted. Steph is down there talking trash in the game too.
Oh yeah. Yup, I see that.
I promise you.
Yeah.
He just does it and smiles in your face. That's why they call him the babyface assassin. Because he's smiling like that, looking all innocent, murdering you.
Yup. And he back it up. That's the best part.
And he backs it up.
Words. Yeah. He'll drain that and put you to sleep.
Telling you, that boy's something else.
So you last week, man, you said Minnesota in 5. You sticking to that?
They did it. Now, I can't say that about OKC.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't OKC. That was my bad. All right, who you like with who's left?
Ooh, Minnesota OKC. I can't even call it. But I have to give the edge to OKC.
I was gonna say, man, they're the number 1 seed. Jeez.
Yeah, but Minnesota got Ant-Man. And ever since Julius Randle been back, I think they done won like 20-something games.
Yeah.
Ever since he came back from injury.
I didn't realize how
Ball.
deep they were. It was like, damn. Like game 1, I'm like, oh,
They got a squad.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't even got anybody, man. And then like game 2, game 3, I was like, oh, damn, they're hella deep.
They got Shea Cousin.
Hey, man, it's gonna be interesting though, man. Who you rooting for in the East?
They put a shot up against that. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander versus Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
What?
First cousins, close like brothers.
Really?
Yeah. Nickeil played for Minnesota.
No way.
They going head to head.
Wow. Let's see who comes out on top, man.
Exactly.
Little family rivalry.
Now in the East, I gotta give the slight edge to New York. But I will call it a slight edge.
Yeah.
Them boys in Indiana are playing.
Dude, I just know Halliburton, man.
Hallie,
they got
Siakam, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner,
okay.
Benedict Mathurin,
Wow.
the young bull. Yeah, they got some players.
Hey, this is gonna be interesting, man. You know
TJ McConnell coming off the bench.
Wow, no way.
This is Indiana now.
Wow. What I like about this is that there's 3 teams: OKC, Minnesota, Indiana, and man, I think you can even throw the Knicks in there. When I'm thinking back, I mean, dude, when was the last? Like, have they even won one? What, in the 70s, maybe? Like, Ewing didn't win one.
It's been years.
Like, wow, could you imagine?
I think the Knicks haven't won one since before I was born.
And that's way back.
Telling you. But
John Starks
Brunson,
didn't do it, man.
Hart, Cat, Mitchell Robinson. Them boys playing together, man. Mikal Bridges. Them boys playing, man. And Mikal Bridges is the Iron Man. They say it all the time on inside the NBA.
Yeah.
Hardly miss any game. Always put his foot down when he get on the court.
I love players like that, man. They just show up
Yes.
every single day, man.
Durable.
And on the under.
Yes.
Like no one even knows.
The best ability is availability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, man. I got to give the slight edge to New York. Those boys play for each other, man. They play for New York. They play for the city, man. And they got the city behind them. They coming.
Yeah. I know it's weird, man, because part of me wants to root for one of the other 3 teams because I see them as a small market team, the underdogs. But again, like I said, like we just said, man, New York, they haven't been relevant in how long, man? And then when they do, they just come up short every time.
And they got this one little dude that wear number 11. Then when it comes crunch time, he got you. Give him the ball. Get out the way.
Yeah. I love players like that, man. Little ballers. You just put all your faith and trust in them. Like, that's... Like, just think about that. How incredibly difficult that is to just deal with that stress and pressure. That's one. That's like level 1. And then level 2, stepping up and saying, you know what?
But Brunson went to the Western Conference Final with Dallas, playing with Luka.
I don't even remember that.
Like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. So he
or
had
just
experience.
two or 3 years ago. Yeah. And he been balling since the day when he stepped on the court. Since he got out of Nova, ever since he put foot on an NBA floor. Pardon. Yeah. That boy might be good for 40 some nights.
Yeah, that's not easy. Again, when you see greatness like that, and it just looks so simple because, he just dropped 38. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, he's like, again, when you see it in action, sometimes it's hard. You take the greatness for granted.
Exactly. Because you see it every day.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, it ain't no thing. But then you don't realize how difficult it is to like step into that and rise to the moment every single time.
Every night.
Yeah. It's kind of like Steph, man. Remember, I'm out in the Bay, seen the Warriors, for years now, just like contenders.
Hey, you got my go vote.
His highlight reel, bro. It's like what else? Like I remember Jordan. How many does Jordan have? So again, like I think that's someone everyone can relate to. Everybody's seen the clips. He was a GOAT forever, probably the top player. But against the Cavs, that first playoff series win, I think, he got the switching is midair switching arms against the Lakers in the finals. Old school clip with the Celtics. I think he dropped like 63, whatever. You got the
63, and Larry Bird called him God or Jesus, dressed as Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so he got all these moments, but dang, when you see like what Steph does, Jesus, that we could fill up that many clips.
Dunk contest wins.
Yeah. So
Olympic wins,
it's
and
soon
then the
to be
shoes.
like what you said, NBA analyst.
Now no
You know?
lies. Where he catapults himself into the stratosphere is the shoes.
Oh yeah. Sometimes
He
though,
done
that's
turned
a
himself into like the Corvette of shoes. Because they not killer expensive. Them Prada sneakers and them Balenciaga, they cost more.
that's like
They
what,
cost
eight
stupid
hundo?
amount.
Eight
Man,
hundo, I think.
you must be crazy. Must be crazy.
I'm gonna get a pair. I'm
But
gonna
a
hold
pair
it
of
up.
J's still $150, 200 at the most. Again, and you can't fail with those.
Yeah.
Call me old school all you want. I see the other sneakers, and then I go look at some J's, and I'm like, I'd rather have those.
Grab those J's. Yeah, for sure. It gets harder as you get older. I'm gonna throw that out there. Right?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like
because
I'm 40
even
something.
Jordan had some in the lineup that mm, I'm only good for about maybe 8 to 10 pair of them.
Mhm.
The 1 through 3s, I usually don't pay attention to,
Really?
and the ones just dunk.
Yeah, those are just dunks, glorified dunks.
I got a pair. It's fine. Again, it's still old. It's an old 1983 shoe. Nah, man. Them 9, 10s, 11, 12s, 13s,
That's your jam?
11, 12, and 13 specific.
Yeah. If I had to
Yes,
call it,
yes.
I'd say I'm on the other end. I like ones, threes. No. I take that back. I like ones, fours. I like tens.
Now, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. 4 through 9, still also ice cold. Mwah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Parmesan on the spaghetti, man.
Yeah. And
Telling
that's
you.
what I like though. There's a different flavor for everybody. Right? Like I might like my ones because it's a certain look. You know what I mean? You might like the
Yeah.
13s because I don't know, they got the reflective on it or something, or that little hologram.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
different things. So
And the little golf ball indentation texture on the man.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Grab some
The
breads.
12s and space boot. Yes,
I
sir.
had those. I remember
With
those. I had the
with the
playoff
reverse.
ones.
I
Yeah.
had several pair.
Yeah. That's a good shoe, man.
The
Like,
12 is my all-time favorite.
yeah.
Mm,
Nice
mm.
design aspect. It's interesting when you start looking at the design aspect of it, because like you said, the Jordan 1 is just a high top dunk, really.
Correct.
Nothing fancy, just the different colors. But when you start looking at the other ones, you start to see like, whoa, like they're really trying to design something.
Okay.
Like the 12s look like a
Yeah. From
sports
two
car.
on, from two on, yeah, it was a shoe.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then 14s, 15s, and 20s, and like 16 through 19 is
Mucho dinero, man. Money. You need
yeah,
money for
yeah.
that.
And it's a few of them that's like, nah, man, throw the whole shoe away, pack them up.
Hey, they've been doing that a lot though. See, this relates back to they keep giving us stuff sometimes we ain't even asking for. And because Jordan brand is like $1 billion brand and they just push I don't know how many millions of pairs like every year, or like 5 years ago. And
Right.
so they trying to keep replicating
To the
that. And it's
point
like,
where they had to start coming up with new ways to make them combo Jordans and
yeah,
commemoratives and anniversaries, and 'cause, like the Dub Zeros, that
yeah.
is an alternate version of the 20,
Oh, I didn't know that.
right?
That makes sense though.
Yeah,
Dub Zero. Okay.
correct.
I didn't even
It is
think
an
about
alternate
that.
commemorative version of the 20.
Thought I
That's
had the
why it
20.
had that same. That's why it had the same patent leather texture on the inside on it, right? Because the
Mm,
20s had them patent leathers again
okay, see, I didn't have the
with
20s.
the ankle strap. The
Yeah,
20s had
yeah.
the ankle strap,
So for anyone who
which
doesn't
were
know,
that
these
was
are a little bit on the under because these aren't like
that was. I
in
mean,
its prime.
ugly but dope. Those right there. You could put the red strap. Pull them up. The All Blacks, people had the All Blacks. He played in the All Black. But click on the white with the red strap. Yes, sir. That's that classic.
Wow.
And that's that. The white is shiny patent leather, just like the black. You see what I mean?
See,
Like,
I think if I'm balling, I might grab those. Like if I got a game, but if it's more like for style, like I think I might pass. Right? And I think
yeah,
that's
nah.
where the problem is. They're trying to blend the lifestyle shoe with the basketball shoe.
But then
I guess
on with some pants on that cover the ankle strap, then they still back to looking decent on your feet. And I ain't gonna lie, I bought the 21s and 22s. I actually like those. Those wasn't bad.
wait, 21 and 22? Wait, hold up. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta confirm. It's been a
Mm-hmm.
minute. Where's it at? 21. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw some people wearing the 21s. Again, I think it's each model either builds on the next one or there's like a different inspiration. But when I look at that, that's like how basketball shoes look more now, right? Where the 12s and 13s was a completely different direction. Let's see. Yeah, I could talk about shoes all day, man.
Yeah, I could too.
I got a problem.
I used to work at a shoe store back in the day. In my
Nice.
20s. I did the finish line thing.
Hell
So
yeah.
we was heavy on Nikes too.
Yeah. You got a nice little discount there?
Yeah.
Not enough.
We made it. We knew how, you knew how to put things together to make it nice. Now,
Yeah.
what made it nice is my discount went on top of any sale.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if there was some items that was about to slide over the clearance, I stick my size over to the side. Clearance price, 30% off. Bring them up.
That's smart. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what
And then, of course, sometimes you didn't get the discount on certain shoes,
Okay, yeah.
Like-
They block that.
like Jordan.
Yeah.
Wasn't no discounts on no Jordans, or no all white or all black Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. You can't discount those. Someone will grab those. I love that.
They only
though.
85 anyway.
Yeah. I love that though. That's a great feeling if you're into shoes and you cop a pair of shoes you want or something that looks sick. But even better when you get a good price. Because then it's just like, oh, hell yeah, I'm so lucky or whatever.
Coincidentally, does anybody know why the Air Force Ones are always $84.99?
There's a reason?
Look up the year they were made.
Really? I think they bumped the price up though, man. Nike don't care about that anymore, man. They're full blown profit.
Should be 1984 if I'm correct.
Yeah, man, they bumped that price up, man. It's 115 now. That's for
Ooh,
women's. Yeah, women's and men's.
no, good OG classics. Like they got Air Force One 07s now, but the Air Force One 84s, they 115.
Oh, hold on, let's check. I didn't realize that there were different
See,
versions.
that's the 07.
Okay, nothing's coming up.
I'm talking
Hey,
them
see,
OG
this is
thick
this
bottom.
is my shoe.
That's
right
what I'm
here.
talking about.
This is what I'm all about right here. This is a women's version.
The Air Max,
Yeah, it just looks classic,
Oh,
man. Look at this.
the
I
90,
probably-
the
I might get
95,
that.
the one with them tiger stripe looking.
Oh, 95s. I dude, that was my first
Yeah.
shoe that I really
The-
liked.
The tailwinds was dope.
Oh, tailwinds. Yeah, hell yeah.
Come on now, I could go down the shoe line. I could every classic shoe, bro.
Yeah, there's the 07s. Okay, yeah, 115.
So they ain't got nothing to say about the 84s, huh?
No, wasn't there. Maybe again, you know how they just drop it and then bring it back again, re-retro.
Yeah.
repackage it, So
Hold on,
Hey.
man. Y'all didn't like
because
the y'all didn't like the Penny Hardaways or the Jason Kids? Because I had those, man.
I had
Plus
Penny
the Shaq.
Hardaways.
Plus the Shaqs and the Ewing and the Ewing.
Whoa,
baby. Patrick Ewing wasn't a Nike. Patrick Ewing was
Yeah.
actually his own shoe.
it was
Yeah. He was definitely Ewing. Yeah.
like yeah. I
That was
think I remember
crazy.
those though. They had that like
Yeah,
big
everybody
tongue,
had
I
some Ewings
imagine.
back in the day. Everybody had the Ewings back in the day. Them big clunkers.
And they still out now. They still out now though. But they actually they changed the whole design of them too though.
Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got you
The
could
new
find
ones.
look. I don't know about y'all over there in the Bay, man, or up in Northern Cali, but down here in Atlanta, we got a couple of spots, and one in particular in downtown where
Walt.
certain things. Yeah, you hit Walters, bro. You could. All you gotta do is add.
What is that? That's like a store
Those
in
are-
Atlanta.
Yeah, those are the ones I had right there. You just missed it, Eddie. Those are the ones I had right there. The orange, blue, and white New York Gang.
It's these spots. Make
Those are the
sure you
ones.
get. It's these spots to make sure you can find your retros. It's these spots to make sure you find the top releases when they come out. It's one of them. It's one of them places.
Oh, I love those places. And then they might get their own Nike collab.
There it is.
Right.
There it is. That's the landmark,
That's
bro.
it.
Oh yeah. See, I like this.
Walters
I love
is
how-
history in Atlanta, dog.
I love how these local stores they got their own local flavor. You know what I mean? Like yeah, we have a bunch of stores like this up here too. Mostly in the Bay, not as much up in Northern Cal. I mean, there might be some. I've only been here a year.
Yeah.
If anyone's
Look.
up here in Northern Cal, you can point me in the right direction. Let me know.
Seriously.
How was Cali back
Just look.
then? When you talk real quick, Chris, I just want to ask real quick, Chris, not to cut you off.
Nah, you
I'm
good.
curious, like how was Cali back then when you talking about retros, right? They could be retro shoes, retro clothes, or retro jackets. Did you guys have like the starter jackets right now?
Throwback jerseys and starter jackets and
people be. You know the crazy thing is, so I think in the Bay, just in Cali in general. I mean, you're gonna find just different styles
man.
depending on where
Open
you're
age.
at.
I know you had. I know they were wearing them Bo Jacksons and them Joe Montanas, man.
Dude. But everyone's sleeping on the
49ers jacket, bro. Come on.
49ers, Oakland A's,
I got
The Raiders jacket is classic. Shout out
and
to
the Raiders
NWA,
joint.
bro.
Yeah. That starter, man.
That's black culture. The Raiders starter is black culture.
Really? From the like what NWA type deal or?
And yes, and the Braves started. That's the Yankees, the Braves, the Raiders. There's certain ones that just classic.
Yeah. Socks,
right?
White Sox probably.
White Sox.
Mm,
Yeah.
Easy E.
Yeah,
Padres.
nah, man, because that sock
Padres.
that, because the sock tag. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
I ain't
talking
gonna
about
lie,
classic.
man.
The real,
Padres.
the Bulls. The
Now
Bulls.
look, in Cali though, the Padres joints was fire.
mm,
A lot of
I,
people
I
didn't really.
I was always in the Bay, man. So it was just
I'm
always
telling you,
SF.
it's Niners and
Mm.
Raiders from California, bro, and the
Yeah.
Dodgers,
Oh yeah, of course.
and the Dodgers,
That's the original. That's
and
the original.
and the A's.
Boo.
Bay Area
F the
cats rock
Dodgers.
Oakland. The Oakland A's. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
Bay Area cats rock the A's. R.I.P. to Ricky Henderson. Woo. He used to be one of my heroes, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna steal them bases like him. Ever.
Yeah. That was a good time
They
back
tried.
then, man. I swear.
Yeah,
what
buddy.
Like I hate to keep saying
Ricky,
that.
Reggie
and
Jackson.
the more I'm on here, like I'm gonna keep saying this kind of stuff, man. It's just there's no time like that because back then we had different media. There wasn't all this streaming and social media and YouTube and all these different distractions.
Nope. Nope.
When the Super Bowl was on, everybody watched the Super Bowl. But now you might have the kids on their TikTok
Yep.
and they don't even care, right? Whereas
If
20 years ago,
if you was gonna see Darryl Strawberry hit the light with the home run,
ooh,
you had to see it real time on the news.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is before DVR, kids. There's no DVR. What was that thing called? Hey, remember that
You
streaming
can't
service?
just stream it. You can't just stream it. TiVo.
TiVo, bro. I knew you would know. I always wanted one of those, man. Like you pause live TV and then start it
Yeah.
back up.
And before you got a chance to get it, yeah, the cable services started offering it. They started sending you boxes that could DVR, and
I remember how
I had a home DVR on my DVD player and never used it.
that was a game changer, though, man. You go in, you schedule your recordings, you come home and you
Back
watch it.
to recording, yeah. without because they all thought it was revolutionized that went from tapes to CDs and DVDs, right? But they lost the ability to record for a while. They was like,
What's next, man?
you can't just burn the CD while you're watching the movie.
Next is probably gonna be some AI, watching stuff for us and telling us like, how it was.
Hologram, 3D hologram.
Ooh, they've
In
been
your living
working
room.
on that. They've been working on that.
Flat. Yeah, your flat screen TV is now laying flat on the ground and projecting up.
Wow.
Star Wars-ish.
I was gonna say that's some Star Wars for sure.
That's exactly where it's going. And Tony Stark remote control with your fingers, with just hand wave.
I still want that Minority Report stuff. Remember that?
Same stuff.
Like the air was the screen. You just
Yeah, that's literally what they
It's on the way.
Iron Man, and just
That's on the way.
beefed it up and updated it
Yeah, it's on the
for
way.
the look.
It's on the way.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way.
yeah.
It's
I would
already
think,
there.
I mean, that movie is like 15, 20 years old. So I imagine if they thought of that back then, like
No, but look, do y'all remember?
Do
Do y'all remember years ago? Do y'all remember years ago when PlayStation came out with that commercial? I forgot what PlayStation it was they were dropping. Was it the second one or the third one? I can't remember. But they had that PlayStation 9, which kind of had that Minority Report type of vibe to it. But it was for the video game.
I must have missed that.
I don't know, but I do remember when Nintendo had the glove,
I remember that.
Right.
right?
The pad.
And then you also and then Nintendo upgraded to the Wii. Right.
That was
So then
probably,
you had split remote control, and it had a sensor to see you and track your movement. So again, you're already interacting with just hand wave. and then you still pressing buttons on on a controller. But eventually, they're gonna cross that all in between, and you'll probably end up just wearing. You probably still end up putting on some type of glove because you're
That
gonna
makes
have to have
sense.
something to send and receive the signal.
The signal, yeah, yeah. That's like Ready Player One. Have you seen that?
Of
You
course,
put on the whole suit. Okay, yeah, that's a good movie. That's a solid movie.
it is.
Um,
That's how you know there, because every movie's done it. Every future movie is doing it from years ago to now.
yeah.
Just saying. Uh,
Speaking
Napoleon
of movies,
Dynamite is coming back.
yeah, let's go.
Don't forget to vote for Pedro. Hopefully Pedro's back. And then
So,
who is it? What's his name? What's his uncle's name? Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico. All right, so hey, I'm gonna admit it, man. Like, I remember watching Napoleon Dynamite, and I can't really say if I liked it that much. Like, when I think back on it, it doesn't strike me as a movie that was like, oh dang, not like Independence Day, not like
I'm gonna
Titanic.
ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something referencing Half Baked right now.
Go for it.
Did you watch it on
Oh,
Wii?
I did not. Oh, I mean, I probably was, man, but like, I can't remember. It's so long ago. So,
To be
so you
to
gotta
be
be
perfectly honest, this is a stoner movie.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I honestly don't even think about it like that.
I mean, that's diabolical.
All right, that's
Super
Uncle Rico.
bad stoner movie.
All right, super bad or drunk movie. I mean, I think I liked super bad
Those
more.
kind of movies. Yeah.
Y'all should know super bad.
Pineapple
I mean,
Express.
it's been all on Netflix.
Pineapple Express. 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen
Uh,
Pineapple Express.
what's another
What you
one that
got?
came
Seth
out?
did observe report. Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time Machine. That's exactly what I was about to say. Hot Tub
Yeah,
Time Machine.
The Judd Apatow side of things.
they were running Hollywood
That's one of
in the
my favorite movies.
2000s.
Him
Which one?
and just about any Adam Sandler movie.
What was that one?
What's the other one, man? With Seth. Such and such make a porno. Something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, Zach and Miri make a porno.
Zach, yeah.
Wasn't that one
Yeah.
called? Then you
Yeah.
got I Love You Man. Get Him to the Greek.
okay, yup.
Sorry, Diddy.
I was gonna say, is that the one with Diddy?
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No, Diddy.
Oh, hey, that Diddy trial though. What have y'all heard?
It's over.
Mm.
Her mom would have put forth an email from back in the day, man. She kept the email. Now they got hard written proof
Something.
of
I just
nasty
saw
stuff.
something today, like something about like $20,000. Basically, he was saying like, "Give me 20, or I'm about to leak this." I mean,
Yeah.
what the? I mean, first of all, where he come up with 20?
So now he's extorting people, claiming that's what he spent on Cassie, so he wanted to recoup.
See, that's the problem. See,
Speaking of-
that type of behavior, that matches that hotel video where he was like acting out, crying, pouting, kicking the vase and like throwing it off the
Being
table.
a gangster, trying to act like being unstable.
Exactly. To me, that just looks like he's unstable. And like, I get it, man. Like, hey, look at how pissed I am. Oh, let me pound my chest. I get that. But real dudes don't act like that. Like,
Nope.
legit dudes are not going to act like that because they might feel like that, but they're not going to express it. They keep it in,
I'm
and then they
gonna
wait.
I'm gonna play the game the way I need to play it.
Exactly. But here's the thing though with Diddy, I guess it's kind of hard when you're at the top. And I will say, man, with that MTV coverage, MTV shows, Bad Boy, man, he was in movies.
He got so large, he got seduced into feeling like he was invincible.
Yeah, he had everything. Hey, the thing that tripped me out though was seeing those grays. Oh shoot. But yeah, Cassie's mother testifies Diddy demanded $20K for the tape when she was dating Kid Cudi.
So, and they used to hire somebody to have sex with Cassie. Like it was like he really like freaked her out, bro.
She ended up getting like a STI in her mouth.
Yeah, she said she had multiple STIs in her mouth before.
What?
And UTI.
Yeah, UTI. Yeah.
And
she had multiple urinary tract infections. A lot.
Well, yeah, they were running her.
And that's because, they was passing her around.
That's crazy.
Is it
at least
cool now?
That's the way they portrayed it. He was.
That's, you know what? If we end up going in that direction, that would be an interesting topic to discuss in terms of like, I don't know, why if you love somebody or you're with somebody, why are you gonna like do them dirty like that? I'm just saying.
I would love to hear. Within this whole situation, and I know he's not going to do that because he's far removed from that situation. But I would love to hear Ryan Leslie's thoughts, his perspective on all of that, because he was the one that brought her in. You know, first solo album, this, that, and the third. So, I would love to hear his perspective on it.
And being a Bad Boy writer for so long. Guys like him and Stevie J, like Stevie's kind of wrapped up in this right now because they know how long he worked for Diddy.
I didn't realize he worked for Diddy. Okay, I got it. Again, another. I don't watch like VH1 anymore like I used to, but before I used to watch like Love and Hip Hop and all these things. I'm like, who the hell is Stevie J? I didn't even know who he was. I just thought he was from like Atlanta.
Dude, yeah, Stevie J. See, back then in Bad Boy, you had Stevie J, you had Mario Wine.
D-Dot.
Okay.
You had a lot of people. Mark Curry. A lot of people out here writing for these cats, man.
Okay, I didn't even. Wow. Okay. For some reason, I thought Stevie J.
Diddy kept hit writers. Carl Thomas.
Yeah. That must be a nice
he always kept hit writers on his staff.
Man, you got a whole squad of producers.
Yeah, when you're getting paid, Well, when they wasn't getting paid like that. They write music, which you're supposed to get published in, which is a break off. Ask Neo.
Wait. Speak on that more.
When you're supposed to be getting your publishing, that's that money, bro.
So when you got publishing, you're good.
No, if you got a hit, you're good.
Wait, so when you say publishing, you mean like royalties?
If you get the credit for writing it, like if you write a song, you got to make sure that you don't relinquish all of your publishing credits and rights.
Okay, so that's
you got
protecting your stake. Okay, I got it. So you got publishing, you got the credit. All right, that blows up. I'm getting paid something.
Well, here's the deal. You're still going to get your writer's credit. They can't, for some strange reason or another, they figured a way to finagle it to where people can take your publishing if they choose so for some reason, but they can never take your writer's credit. They can never take your writer's credit.
Oh, okay. So the writer's credit doesn't mean you get paid. You need that's just so that you show up and you get like,
Right.
listed there. But if you got the publishing, that's how you get paid.
And that's why I said you got to make sure you hold on to your right, your publishing right,
Mm,
the rights to the percentages off the plays when it's out there going through the market.
yeah. That makes me think of was it Dark Eagle?
Mm-hmm.
Right? He held out, held strong, got the payoff big time. Right? He could have.
And my vampire system
Yeah. That's the other side.
literally signed away all the rights to the whole book
Gave it all up
to get the check, to get the boost, and to use that to further along the rest of it. And he just decided to, I'm sure he's not going to sign away the rights to everything, but he was willing to sacrifice that one.
So that's an
It'd be like
thing,
that. There are artists that are like that too. I'll do 3 albums. I'll write songs every day. I'll give you 3 albums and then break free.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I think if somebody
that's what it always used to be.
Yeah, give me that proposition. Like, all right, I'm gonna take the money right now, get paid 3-5 years of hard work, and then you're free, and now you got that stepping stone because you already got paid.
Listen, man, I can speak from that. I can speak from that firsthand. I know exactly like how devious and criminalizing people can be when it comes to the music. It's a different type of game, and especially like if you are first coming in, that's really when they try to get you. So let's just say you wrote a big hit. Let's just say you wrote a big hit your first time out. Yeah, you better make sure you got a good attorney on your hands. Because if not, yeah, you're not gonna get them.
Yeah. See, I think that's
people gonna be trying to eat off of you.
Yeah, that's the disconnect, because who got a lawyer on speed dial, right? But you got a hit song, like, and then somebody got you. They're supposed to be looking out for you. You trust them. That's where you can get exploited.
It's a little different.
Yeah. Scary stuff, man. Hey, this made me think of something. I remember a few years back, there was, and I hate to go off topic here, but there was this news about Taylor Swift. Her masters got bought by, I think, her old manager. Did you guys hear about this? And so she didn't have the rights.
Maybe
to
briefly.
Masters. Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
She re-recorded every album because I think she wrote them. Right? She just didn't do the production or whatever, but she wrote all the songs. She re-recorded the whole album and then was able to drop it again. Is that, I mean, based on your experience in the industry, that's cool? Like, I always
she recreated new masters.
The same thing. Ashanti was doing the same exact thing.
Oh, Ashanti too?
Because she wrote the songs? Yes, because she wrote the songs, she can recreate her own new masters.
Oh. See, I guess that I didn't understand how the music industry works. That's interesting.
She can perform it again in the studio, right? Yeah, because it's her song. No matter who has the original masters, if she has a place to record and she owns the songs, she can just re-record.
So how could you own the song but not the masters then? Completely different levels of ownership?
Yes.
When you sign to a label.
Yes.
Okay, and because that master
and the
literally that one version of the song
being the master recording that you're going to right.
Okay.
And that you're going to reproduce, for mass production. Right. That's literally the secret bar of gold in the vault, the masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She can still redo it.
Yeah. I hate to get sidetracked.
She could just bring Yeah, go ahead.
We can keep things moving. I know there's a lot here. We want to talk about Shredder. Hulk is back. You know, all that stuff.
OG Hulk.
I just forgot I lost my train of thought. My bad. Let's keep it moving. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Related to that though, like recording and stuff. But all right, let's keep it moving, man. What's next up, man?
Shredder going solo. No Ninja Turtles in this one, supposedly. Although I don't see how they're gonna do that. But yeah, they're supposed to show Shredder starting to take the criminal underworld of New York.
All right.
He's got his own new solo magazine, solo story.
I like this move, and I think it's a good progression for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because they've already done some futuristic books and story arcs for the Turtles, right? We've seen Michelangelo become the last Ronin. After his three brothers are gone, and he has mastered every level of ninjutsu, and he's even more skilled than Master Shredder.
They're sick covers.
Yeah, they're gonna go hard on Shredder.
I was gonna say, man, looks like they got some heavy hitters. So these names don't sound familiar to me, but they're bringing on Batman Dark Patterns writer Dan Waters and Spider-Man's City at War artist Michel Bandini. So if you take Spider-Man and Batman and put them together, that sounds like a hit.
Absolutely. And now they're just making them with Shredder.
Nice. So, for anybody wondering, this is dropping. So, number 1 is releasing August 13th. So,
anybody know what Shredder's whole name is?
No. How about you, T?
No, I'm saying I forgot. It's been so long ago, man.
Oroku
Saki. Right. Oroku Saki. That's right.
Oroku Saki. You know what's funny? I saw it here in the article, but I really didn't know, so I just.
No. Speaking of that, not to throw everything off from the Shredder Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Man,
But Mr.
man,
Miyagi.
we good.
Oh yeah. No, Mr. Miyagi is also getting his own solo story too as well.
Really? Was this like Netflix or?
Is it coming to Netflix? I don't remember if it's coming to Netflix or not. It might though, because Cobra Kai was already on Netflix. So yeah, I think so. I believe so.
It probably will. Voltron with Henry Cavill is not going to the theaters. It will be coming directly to Amazon Prime. It looked like it should be called though.
Which one?
Voltron, live action.
That's going to Amazon Prime?
Going straight to Prime. Not getting a theatrical release.
That's the playbook now, though. Like, they're just dropping feature films straight up on streaming. Right.
Certain ones, yeah. They feel like they'll get their money's worth, their budget back. Yeah, just going straight to streaming. And I think they're right.
Yeah. Imagine the millions they save on marketing because they just announce it on Netflix. And it's just right there. Oh, coming May 13th.
Exactly.
See, that's the thing, man. It's always about profits and money, man. Like, kind of bugs me a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yep. Speaking of, after 5 seasons, The Equalizer, starring Queen Latifah, is being canceled. Wah wah.
Hey, but look
5
though, you
years
know
is a
what's so
good run
crazy
though.
about Queen Latifah? But you know what's so crazy about Queen Latifah? Like you said, she has like 9 lives, right?
Yeah, man.
But the crazy thing about it is she's only got to do one show. And that's a big comeback for I don't care if it was
Living
NBC,
Saint.
ABC, CBS. There you go.
A reunion.
So she could play like, yeah, mother. She's a mother now or whatever.
Or
Everybody's got kids or however it go.
Oh, so you're
or
saying she could do
reboot
like a
it
sitcom
with new
show?
characters.
Living Single, but now she's old in Living Single. Living Single reboot.
Yikes.
How is that not a
Yeah,
thing right now?
Right. I say can't recast all the characters.
yeah, that too.
Shoot,
Oh,
they could bring in the old
do
ones.
it. Do it like a
I was
Bel
gonna
Air.
say
Do a
something,
Bel Air style.
man, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Say,
Because remember, they are finally doing a different world reboot or a continuation, and they're doing another one. What else did they say? We said it was doing a sci-fi flick. Was it Firefly or we mentioned it a few episodes
Fantastic
ago.
Four. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll look it back up. First Step. Now that trailer's out,
Dude,
those look great. Superman
Galactus.
looks incredible. We saw that last week.
Did we look at Galactus?
Yeah,
Or was
Galactus
this
looked
not out last
crazy.
week? Dude,
Go
what the
ahead
heck?
and go ahead and slap that up there.
Yeah, let's put that on real quick. We'll go full screen.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Big surprise. I just did a Fantastic Four video, and all of a sudden, Marvel reveals a full
Who's
first look at what Galactus will actually be in the movie. And it's Ralph Ineson, very clearly, because he is voicing the character, but they did a lot of it motion capture, so it is his face that you actually see. Like, you can tell that it's him. There's a lot going on with him in the movie. Obviously, they're just setting him up because it's his first appearance inside the new version of the MCU as we're going forward. A lot of people wondering why they're going straight to Galactus, not saving him for like a later movie. We'll explain that because there's a lot happening with Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, in the soft reboot that the MCU is doing on itself going forward. Absolutely cannot wait for this to come out in theaters and for casual fans to ask people why it looks so weird and for comic book fans to turn to them and say, no, 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 it's supposed to look this weird. This is also why they're using the Shala Ball version of Silver Surfer inside the new Fantastic Four movie instead of going straight to Norrin Rad that actually showed up when Galactus appeared for the first time, which is the story that they're actually adapting for the movie.
Norn Rad? Is that like a variation of Silver Surfer or?
Norrin Rad is the original Silver Surfer.
Ah,
Shala Ball is his wife from Zenla. So in an alternate reality, she sacrifices herself instead of him. And that's what they're going to show us.
I was trying to look it up. I thought I was sharing, but I'm not.
It's okay. I will
Maybe
keep
we'll just
you
keep it moving.
abreast.
This is it.
We may even see some Owatu,
Owatu.
the Watcher,
Oh.
the big guy, the big head guy with the robe,
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he like made up of the universe, if I remember correctly?
wearing togas. They sit behind in a dimension and they just observe. They're very, very powerful.
Okay, see, I was thinking like the universe on it's the thing with the big head here. Owatu. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Very famous for showing up during these times with the Fantastic Four and Galactus and the Silver Surfer.
I love to see this. I love to see them expanding it. Oh, just us two now.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
but I love to see this. Like I think it's more interesting. Yeah, I wasn't into Fantastic Four very much, um, but it's so interesting now to see them adapt it to like TV and bring in new characters and Doomsday and all these other things. So they're just building.
Expand past the basics.
Yeah, they had a solid run, built a good foundation, and now they can change it up a little bit.
You can run exactly. You can actually be creative. People will be accepting of your new ideas,
Yeah.
or at least receptive of it at first.
Yep.
So yeah,
What else we got
but
here? All right, we looked at Galactus,
uh,
Rambo. I know Rambo was kind of on the radar. Is this even a
the
thing? Was it
origin
like
story, we talked about it, but I'm like, who's gonna play him? That's
duh
who would be
Sylvester
a good Rambo
Stallone?
cast.
Who else could play
No,
Rambo
way
but Rambo?
way too old. Not in the origin story.
Oh, and wow,
Now we got to
yeah.
find somebody that looks kind of like him.
I'm sure they can pull that off. They could just maybe
That's gonna
pull
be fun.
they can maybe bring in Timothy Chalamet. He'll play
Maybe.
young Rambo.
I was about to say a kid, like not graduated from high school Rambo.
17, 16-year-old Rambo.
Yeah,
Timothy Chalamet.
but who's gonna play Rambo first, starting to put on some muscle, just joining the army, not a loner yet.
That might be hard to fill. Like, who would you get to replace
Exactly.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? I guess maybe you get his son though, Patrick.
Sylvester Stallone.
Who?
No, you said Arnold Schwarzenegger. You meant Sylvester.
Oh yeah. No. That was just like a side question. Like, you got Sylvester Stallone. Who would you
Oh,
get
okay.
to replace him? I'm saying like, yeah, who would you get to replace like Will Smith or Arnold Schwarzenegger? Right?
Yeah, Denzel.
What? His son.
Who's gonna replace those guys? Well, yeah. Denzel has he successfully has raised yeah some killer kids.
Yeah, his son is
John
acting,
John
right?
John his son got an Oscar already.
What?
John
John
David got an
Davis,
Oscar
dope.
for Black Klansman. He is
Did he?
cold.
Bro, I wanted to watch that. That was I remember seeing that, dude.
You ever see Tenet?
Yeah.
That's John
Okay.
David.
Yeah, that's the son. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Now you understand it now.
That was a good movie, man.
John David is lethal shooter, bro.
Wow.
I understand in that.
Man, I'm telling you, man, that Nepo stuff, man. Hey, not to say he don't deserve it. He just got an easy time getting in. He just like slide right in. Good for
He
him.
did his
But
thing though.
yo,
Ballers, man. Was when
he
I first
came
got
up.
introduced to him. He did his
Yeah,
thing.
we saw him first on Ballers. Yes.
Oh, that was HBO, right? With The Rock?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, see, I
Mm,
didn't
Yep.
see that. I didn't get into that one.
You know who else was
that
on
was
that
good.
show that I didn't realize? And y'all watch Raising Canaan, right?
Raising Cain?
Raising Canaan.
Nah, what is that?
Mhm.
Power Book 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. Nah,
Marvin.
hey, I tried watching Power.
He
I didn't
he
like
was one of
it.
the athletes on Ballers too.
Oh, he
What?
was. He
I
was. I forgot about that. You're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I saw a clip of him in
Yeah, he
that he
was
used
on
to wear as
that.
like a little mohawk type thing.
Yeah, he used to
wait
have a little mohawk. He was like an assistant though on the show, something like
wait.
that. He was still an athlete, but he kind of like was an assistant.
Yeah, I think he helped negotiate deals too. Yeah, he was an agent.
Yeah.
Is this still 50 Cent's show? Like he's executive producer? I mean, I imagine he must be.
Yes, and this one's about his character, Kanan.
Ah, okay, nice. I see
Patina Miller.
Mackay. I see Mackay Curtis. Who is this?
That's Kanan.
Oh, he's showing up on
That's
Disney.
Young
Okay,
50.
that's what I was saying. Like, okay, I was thinking Curtis, but it's Curtis Jackson, right?
Right. Yep. He's playing. Well, uh, Kanan Stark. Right. He's
Yeah, that's 50
which
Cent's
is
character from Power,
that
but when he was younger.
Empowered. Yeah, and this is his younger self.
And who's Kadeem? Because I love Joey Badass, man.
Oh yeah, he's hard.
He played unique.
Okay, unique. Oh, I thought I saw Kadeem here. My bad, my bad, my bad. All right, what is this on? Is this on Max
Stars.
or Stars?
Stars.
Okay. See, that's why, man. I never had Stars. But I remember everybody. I don't keep in touch with that many people anymore. I'm old. But a
Stars has
lot of
some good
people I
shows.
knew they was on this and they're like, hey, Power. They were like all over it. Like we were kind of like Game of Thrones, but it was like a different
Yep.
thing, you know what I mean?
Yep. When
Cool.
Empire left the air, people had this to rely on.
Did you guys like Empire?
It's all right.
I liked it for a while.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing with
That
those Fox shows. They're good for like 3 seasons and then they just kind of like lose it,
and then
steam.
they
It's like
they start going into
Yeah,
left
they
field.
fizzle out.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
fizzle out.
yeah, for sure. All right. What else? What else?
I don't know,
Hulk?
man. We coming up on an hour and a half.
Yeah. Let's start to maybe wrap this up.
It's
Do it.
about that time. Yeah, but we will. What is it? World War Hulk.
World War
Lou
Hulk.
Ferrigno's coming back again. I
Wow.
think this is what his third cameo in the MCU now. But this time he'll actually have a bit of a role similar
What
to the three Spider-Man.
what were the other two?
He was security guard
Oh, okay. I think I remember
in
that.
both Hulk movies,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. See,
right with Stan Lee.
you're talking about the OG ones from like 2003, 2006, those ones? Okay, yeah, see. I don't think I
Mm-hmm.
watched those fully.
Ooh.
Ed, I like Ed Norton too, but I don't know. I don't think they got the whole thing down yet until like Avengers time. That's when they switched it up, made it more marketable. Is that fair?
Actually, the popular opinion
And
is
Norton, man.
Mark Ruffalo is our favorite David Banner, Bruce Banner,
Okay.
but Ed Norton's Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, is the favorite Hulk
Really?
because he expressed Hulk-like rage the best.
Mm. I do remember those scenes where he was like transforming, and it was a moment,
Hmm.
right? Like his eyes changed or something, and all of a sudden it was his transformation. Whereas like
Right.
now he's just like he shows up as Hulk, and like now he can talk, and it's all different. It's weird.
Except maybe the one time, yeah, like in the original Avengers where he showed you, he's like, "Yeah, I'm always angry,"
Hmm.
and they actually let him turn right there. But what I always enjoyed, Eric Bana's Hulk, the original, and Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. They both did very well with displaying his ability, how strong he actually is. And the original Hulk, you actually got a chance to see how fast he could move. Right? He was running past helicopters and missiles and out. He was, he was outrunning bullets and stuff. Like they were really showing you an enhanced
Yeah.
level of abilities when it came
Yeah.
to the Hulk with the first one. And then, of course, with the MCU Hulk, we've just seen all of these crazy displays of strength, right? He laid a whole Chitauri ship down, one of the bio ships. He laid down Surtur and they had to tell him to stop
That is
in
interesting though.
Ragnarok.
The other Hulks that I think about, he got some crazy jumping ability. Like jump out of like into outer space or like slam into the ground or like
Yeah.
grab a missile or something, do something crazy. Whereas like now he seems more
Ruffalo's
human.
Hulk is like that too.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is trying to is condense how many times he's gone through different phases. And again, I'll say this all the time. The only Hulk we haven't seen is the Gray Hulk.
Which we'll
And
probably
that's
see
supposed
soon.
to be a Hulk that's as big as OG Rage Hulk, but still holding on to the brain power, but not as Banner, as Hulk.
Because he was like the scientist one, right, with the glasses. I think.
Well, that would be Maestro. Well, that's the one in the MCU. Now that's now who you're talking about is that's he's just kind of a brain. I done lost the power in my buds.
I was gonna say something
And they
switched.
have that too, where he's just smart Hulk.
Ah,
But it's dang. Sorry, y'all.
no, you good, man. Hey, you're
Had
coming
a
through just fine,
little
man. Let's do let's do this
had a
like we
little
did last week,
difficulty
man.
for a second. My headset lost power.
Can you hear us okay though? We're coming through.
Yeah, I can hear
All right,
everybody just fine. Yeah, no problem.
all right. Let's.
But this is a version of the Hulk that's in the comics where he is. He's not as big and he's smarter and he's kind of half Banner, half Hulk, right? But the Gray Hulk ain't like that. The Gray Hulk is Hulk, brutish, but then has some thought ability. But he still speaks somewhat brutish, but he can think like high thought.
Okay. So then is Ruffalo's Hulk like the newest version of Hulk? Is sort of like a hybrid like that because he seems
I
like
think they're trying
higher.
to, in a way, condense a lot of them. Yeah, where I'm thinking, the Gray Hulk is kind of a combo of what we're seeing now. Yeah, like he's in there.
Man, I'm excited to
And
see
then
what
we're going to
Marvel
see
does,
some
man.
different versions of Hulk. Hopefully, we'll see a Gray Hulk in World War Hulk, which is where we're going to see Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk again. And I hope that's what that rumor mill is saying, that we're not just going to see Lou Ferrigno in a cameo. We're going to see the original 1980s Hulk.
Yo, that would be freaking
Wild hair
comedy.
Hulk.
They
Torn
need
up
to bring
jeans
him in
Hulk.
like Grandpa Hulk, like the tribal chief
Yeah.
Hulk.
Slow piano Hulk. And which, again, now that's Maestro. Old man Hulk with the necklace. And he's actually kind of evil. Like he's like the lone survivor on the planet. And he's done some pretty bad stuff. But yeah, he's conscious in
Green
his
shoes
thought.
Hulk.
He's got his genius mind, but then he's also kind of off. He's thrown off, so he
Now
went kind of nuts and evil, and he hurt the planet. And
Green
we should
shoes
see
Hulk, man.
that version of Hulk in World War Hulk. Woo!
Green
Pardon me.
shoes Hulk.
Who?
I know we've shared this before.
Green Shoes Hulk.
Oh. Yep. There we go. There's OG Hulk.
Wow.
There's a picture. I think it might be this picture right here. Somewhere in the timeline, he's full body, and you can see him wearing some green shoes instead of standing there barefoot.
Shut up, really? Oh,
It's
see,
hilarious.
yeah. That's why they're cutting
Look
it
like you're
off.
wearing green ballet slippers.
Where is that at? Hey, let's type that in. I can't even see what I'm typing. It's all blocked. Oh, there you go.
Look at them ballet slippers.
Wow. They got the strap and
Thought we wasn't gonna
everything.
see that, didn't ya?
Oh. The internet never forgets, man.
Oh,
No.
listen. By the way, since we're talking about retro right now, I know that Antoine Farquhar, is that right? Is that right, Chris? Oh, he
Fuqua.
left. Anyway, Fuqua. I'm sorry, Fuqua. Some years ago,
Fuqua.
they were supposed to have been doing a reboot to make it a movie for The Greatest American Hero. I still want to see that happen. So if anybody's out there listening, any directors, anything, if y'all can get that done, man, I'm the first in line to buy a ticket.
What is
Fuqua.
that? The Great American Hero.
The Greatest American
Oh,
Hero.
yeah. Y'all talked about
Yeah,
that.
man.
Hey, that's the
I'm
play,
still
man.
waiting on that.
Once we get big, like really big, make moves big, bro, we just need to grab something like that, get the rights, piece that together, man, make something like that happen, man. That's all it is sometimes. Just starts with an idea, you get the right people in
Right.
line, boom, you make
True.
something happen. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. I would love to see what because the thing about it was in a TV show, they never got into deep about the aliens that came down and brought the suit to Ralph Hinckley. Excuse me. Well, his name was Ralph Hinckley, but in the original, I think it was Ralph Henley. But they changed it. But we never got to see what planet they were from, how they designed the suit, and what they had to do all that. But I would love to see a backstory on them, man. Definitely.
I'm checking to see who
What
owns the
the?
rights to it. Multiple
Here we go.
entities. Steve
Stephen J.
Cannell.
Cannell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're saying that it's unlikely they retained full rights. They're saying, okay, wow, so this is how crazy the legal mess is. Because they're basically saying that Stephen J. Cannell, possibly ABC, possibly Disney, 20th Century Fox. So it's just a total mess. Again, this is AI.
Yeah, it's
too.
always going to be a bidding war. It's always going to be a bidding war for the money. Who's going to make the most money?
Yeah.
But I would love to see it, though.
This is screaming Amazon Prime to me.
I
What
can
do you
see
guys
it.
think?
I can see that.
Netflix? Yeah.
Yep.
Hulu.
Maybe.
Peacock. No.
How about
We're
Tubi?
not on Tubi yet.
No, man. No.
Tubi.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh
Don't do
man.
a show like that, man.
I used to love it too, bro.
But look though, Chris. Another throwback. Jeff Bridges went from a movie to a TV
I know.
show with DB
Starman.
Sweeney.
You want Starman. You
They
want
can still
Starman.
redo that too as well. Yes, sir.
Which one? I know Jeff Bridges from
Starman.
Dumb and Dumber.
Starman.
That's Jeff
Oh,
Daniels.
Starman.
Yeah, that's Jeff Daniels. Yeah.
Wow, that was like a superhero show?
Not really a
Yeah,
superhero show.
Jeff Bridges is
Sci-fi
the
though.
Big Lebowski.
Oh, I was thinking Dumb and Dumber. My bad. What's his name?
Jeff Daniels.
Bridges. Oh, you talking? Oh yeah, Jeff Daniels.
Damn, y'all good. I swear, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
I
Need to take
got you.
some,
I'll keep you up on the level. Don't worry about it.
dude.
That's what I'm
It's
here
like
for.
it's like
Yeah, Chris more
AI.
outspoken.
He's
Chris more
bringing
outspoken
AI
than
right
me.
here. I was gonna say
I know a
encyclopedia,
little
but
bit.
I don't even know if anyone knows what an encyclopedia is. So Chris AI,
Damn.
man.
And then you go all the way back to the children's books with Encyclopedia Brown.
Wow, I remember those.
Yep. You see how they redid those Nancy Drews and
Hey, look here, man. You're gonna
they
have to
didn't
change your
redo the
name
Hardy
from.
Boys.
You gotta rechange your name on the title here, man, from CJ the Beat Guide to Reading Rainbow, bro.
Never. Pause before you say that to me.
Why? What's wrong with reading Rainbow, man? That's Lamar,
The
right?
word rainbow. The word rainbow, man.
Oh, I'm in California, bro. Peace and love,
Pause
man.
before
That's
you say
all.
that. No, I'm just
That's
playing.
that's it, man. It's like California against the world,
Hollywood.
man.
Hollywood, man.
Yikes. And we can do this all together.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I
Nothing's
know
gonna
that
stop us
song.
now.
I know that song. Keep singing.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Oh man. Yep.
Matthew McCartney, man. Matthew McCartney.
Andrew McCarthy.
Oh, Andrew. I say Matthew.
I'm getting Starship.
You said what? Starship?
Starship? That was from the
What's
movie The
that?
Mannequin. Oh, I
Oh
remember
yeah.
that movie. Dang.
Yep.
That needs a reboot, bro. Weekend at Bernie's. I bet you all those coming out.
Yep.
They might. They
Still
might redo
classic.
that.
I mean, they'd be stupid not to, man. I'm sure some people will go back. The
Hey, look, throwback.
OGs.
What's your favorite? What was your favorite? What's his name? Chris. Steve Martin movie.
I have no. I was about to say Steve Martin. Wow, that's a lot.
Mine was.
My personal, rock.
Mine was Jerk.
Mine is Roxanne.
Okay. Mine was Jerk and My Blue Heaven. Throwback.
My Blue Heaven
I think he's a little bit
and the Three
before my
Amigos.
time. Oh, Three
Oh yeah, of course.
Amigos.
Of course, Three
I couldn't
Amigos.
even remember his movies, man. I'm like Father of the Bride.
Come on, man.
Man, they ought to redo.
Nobody forgets Lucky Day and Dusty Bottoms.
They really ought to do a remake of Spies Like Us. Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase, man.
That would be one of the ones. I would definitely be down for that remake. And
Mm-hmm.
Stripes.
Oh yeah, Stripes was dope.
Stripes
John
was
Candy.
dope.
Rest in peace.
Is this like around the Blues Brothers times?
Yeah, and a little bit after.
Kinda,
Yeah.
little after, just a
Little
wee
after?
bit after.
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, you know what I would like to see them remake, and I'm having trouble trying to. Man, Jim Belushi and John Ritter,
You got me.
and Belushi was playing like a spy.
Real Men? Yeah, that must be it. CIA?
Real men. That's it. And had Ritter scared out of his out of his mind
Speaking of which,
the whole movie, making
speaking
him
of which,
believe aliens was grill and all of that.
Oh,
Hey y'all.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, though, aren't they redoing the Goldie Hawn and what's the name movie that had Bruce Willis in it? Um, Death Becomes Her.
Goldie Hawn.
I think I read something about them
Oh,
supposed to be redoing it.
I thought
huh.
they was redoing Overboard.
No, I never heard nothing about that, but I think they said something about Death Becomes Her.
Maybe.
They're saying supposedly it was supposed to come out in 2024.
Mm.
All right. So we missed
Meryl
that deadline.
Streep. That's a name. Meryl Streep.
Dang, that's sad what happened to
It's
Bruce
hard to
Willis,
beat those
though.
performances, buddy.
Did you guys hear about
Yeah,
Bruce
absolutely.
Willis?
Yeah.
Like, he has like
Uh,
dementia, like
retiring from
early.
acting. Yeah.
Damn. He went for like we literally just watched him in a movie, right? Like I don't know if it was
Yep.
like the newest Die Hard or something, and then like all of a sudden, gone.
Exactly.
That's what happens as you get older,
He
man.
was in one of the GI Joes and everything.
And rest in peace to Val Cameron, man. My favorite movie from him was absolutely Real Genius, man.
R.I.P.
1985.
Iceman.
Iceman.
That was my dog.
Yeah.
Mad Mardigan.
Willow.
Hey, that's one of my favorite movies. I used to watch that movie all the
Real,
time when I
Which
was
one?
little.
I
Willow.
love Real Genius, man. Cause Stan was in it. You know what I'm saying? But him doing that in Monster Squad.
I was always a
What's that?
sci-fi and fantasy guy.
What's that movie he did with The Rock and Ernie Reyes Jr.? That thing came out with 05.
Hmm?
Stan from Martin. I mean, not Stan. I'm sorry, Sean. He did Monster
Sean
Squad,
from
Real
Martin.
Genius with Val Kilmer, and then he ended up doing that movie with The Rock, with him and The Rock and Scott, whatever his name is. Some Scott. I can't think of his name right now.
You're saying he's in
They
Real
had,
Genius?
yeah, he's in Real Genius. Let me see. Zoom in. Let me see if I can see it. Which one is it? Is that it?
Yo, is he from Karate Kid?
Yes. Karate Kid 2.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's the bad
Chosen.
guy. Oh, yeah, Chosen.
I don't see the dude on it.
Uncle.
Are you seeing him?
This is Real Genius 1985?
He's a Real Genius, right? Yeah,
Let
Real
me see.
Genius.
Word.
This might be better. All right, top cast. Oh, it's real
Yeah,
small.
Real Genius was definitely dope, man. Again, one of those 80s cult classic movies. Fits right up there with Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Hold on. That's Mitch. There's
Breakfast
Mitch.
Club.
Hold on. What was that
What?
dude's
They got a
name? He was the
remake of
one.
Breakfast
He was the
Club.
one who used to live in the closet. He used to stay in the closet on Real Genius.
I got one for you. Who would you recast in Weird Science?
Oh, that's tough. Maybe what's up? Boy, that plays Thor?
Nah, too old, right?
Hemsworth?
No, Hemsworth. Not his brother, Luke. Maybe
Liam?
Luke could play. Excuse me, Liam. He could play.
He's the short one, right?
Is he
They
shorter
both
than?
tall as hell.
He the short one, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, those boys are tall. but
I was
there's
about
one
to say
brother.
his short is like
Okay, I
6'3",
got you. Wait.
6'4".
Okay,
I know. He's like, oh, he's
Liam,
LSU
Oh, I
6'1".
think
No, wait.
there is a
Listen.
Luke Hemsworth though. Like I think Luke is their third brother. There is more.
He is.
It's
See,
more than just those two.
I thought you meant Luke, but you meant Liam from Hunger Games,
Yeah.
right?
Liam, and oh man, I see it, man.
Okay, my bad. He's only 6 feet tall, but compared standing next to
He's
him,
got
like
he's got another brother. Not Liam. Pineapple Express, oh boy, his younger brother.
Franco.
Yes, them two.
Oh, Dave Franco.
Them
This
two.
one, right? This
I wouldn't cast Liam, but
I think I would. I
I
can see
would
it.
definitely cast Dave as as the brown
Wyatt.
haired kid. Yeah,
Wyatt.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave Franco would definitely be a good Wyatt.
Okay.
Um,
Listen. No. Sean Scott, and your boy.
Sean William Scott could be Chet.
see he
Yeah, you're
like
right. You're right. Yeah, I can see
He
him
could be
being
Wyatt's
playing
older
Bill
brother.
Paxton's part.
they need to
Yeah, I
pull
can
him
see him
in as
playing.
like an
Yeah, Bill
adult
Paxton.
figure, right? Like,
That's
and then he
Chet.
leaves, and then the kids.
Yeah, that's Chet. Nah, he right.
That's Chet. Chet,
That is Chet.
their older
That is
brother
Chet.
is in like the army and everything, and he's home on leave at the time, and yeah, and he bullies Wyatt all the time. Yeah, nah, that's yeah. Sean William Scott, definitely.
I can see that. I can see that.
What about Arnold Schwarzenegger's son? That was in Grown Ups. Grown Ups too.
I could do that, but Jack Quaid, I say Jack Quaid
Wait, which son
because he's
was
young
in
enough.
Grown Ups too?
Yeah,
Are you
Jack
sure?
Quaid and Dave Franco. There you go.
Are you sure Schwarzenegger was in Grown Ups too?
No, his son,
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Patrick was not in that.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
What?
I mean, he wasn't grown like he is now, though.
He was a frat boy? I didn't even know. Shut up. Is this the one where they have the 80s party at the end?
Yes.
It's
Yep.
like, okay. Because the first one was when they
Hmm.
really went camping and then they went back
Ah,
home.
see,
And
and those two could be the bullies, the high school bullies.
No,
Him
no,
and
no,
Taylor
no,
Lock.
Chris. I got one harder for you. Off of Weird Science. Who would play the
We
motorcycle
haven't
dude?
got we. Oh wow.
Yeah, he gonna be
Uh,
hard to replace.
dang. Yeah, because Debo done passed away now. R.I.P.
They had to put some CGI on something.
One of the wrestlers.
Make up.
Snatch a wrestler, bro.
Yeah, you might be right.
Might even just get the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah, I'll make it happen,
Or
bro.
matter of fact, no, Chris. Matter of fact, since you said a wrestler, Kane.
Well, that's why I
Kane.
said the Undertaker.
That's the other
Yeah.
Undertaker, right? Like
But to me, Kane looks
Yeah.
a little bit more like. Well, I'm not saying he looks all the way like dude, but he's got
but
that look to him.
just kind of like that crazy look.
Yeah.
And that I mean, you
Hard
can
headed
get
and
Cactus
everything.
Jack for that. Mick Foley all day if you want somebody to just look crazy.
Oh yeah, Nick Foley. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now, who's gonna play Kelly LeBron?
Gal Gadot.
I'll take that vote.
Gal
That's
Gadot.
one.
Like it could work. It could work,
Gal
but I don't know if
Gadot.
she had.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's got the right. She's too
beautiful
proper.
enough.
Sexiness, that charisma that comes with Brock had.
Yeah, she just smile
Yeah.
and she has it. I'm not saying Gal Gadot doesn't have it. I'm just saying.
No, that can work. That can work.
I don't know.
Sofia
There's got to be
Vergara.
someone better though.
Yeah. Sophia Vergara.
Oh man,
See that too.
this is kind of scary.
Or what about old girl from come on, Chris, man. You know what I'm talking about. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
From Rush Hour? Oh, Rosalind
Yeah.
Sanchez?
Yes. Yes.
Who's
Yes.
that? I've seen that movie
Oh
like
my
a million
God.
times.
You don't know who Rosalind Sanchez is?
Oh, I could see that. I could see that.
Mm, that woman is a dream.
Mhm.
Let's see. Who would really be perfect though? Like really in
Oh,
their
right here.
prime
Maybe she's too old though.
and just
She's like, yeah, she's
getting
too
on
old. She's probably
gorgeous.
like 40.
Then you will have to. I mean, well,
But
I ain't
that
gonna
was
say
part of
her.
it too though, because in the movie that was part of it. She was older. She was a woman
Yeah,
in
she
their
was older. Yeah.
30s trying to show some teenagers, how to grow up a little bit.
I was expecting older, but like 25 older.
So what's her
Oh, how
name?
about
Right.
Meg.
this? If
What's
we
her
go
name? Meg.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Yeah. Megan Fox.
how
She'll
about
Or if
mutilate
you
a
want to
nigga.
switch it up, or if you wanted to switch it up, which they always do now in movies, then you would get what's old girl
I'll even
engaged
put Kim
to old boy?
Kardashian in there.
No. Man, you know what I'm talking about. Why can't I think of her name right now? Friday.
Nia Long?
No. Mm-mm. She was 15 at the time, Chris. She got engaged to old boy.
Oh, Megan Good?
Megan Good.
Nah.
No, you don't see that?
Kelly
I
LeBrock?
mean, she's definitely fine enough. I mean, because she's voluptuous and got them lips the way Kelly
I'm just
LeBrock
saying
is.
now because
I can see
they
that.
switch up on characters so much.
I mean, because they'll flip flop color. Yeah, that part don't matter. And it's
Mhm.
tons of super fine black women that can slide in there.
Oh, but oh, for sure. You know who they would probably put though? This chick. I don't know her first name. And she's been everywhere. At least before. They probably pull one of these. What's her name? Something Sweeney?
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, because
How'd
she
I
was
know
like
that's
in
who you was about to
Euphoria.
pull up?
What's up?
I said, how'd I know that that's who you was about to pull up?
Well, man, she been everywhere. She got a good PR team, right? So she is
Yeah.
like the the it girl for right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to keep that though. There's always new chicks trying to come in.
She could. She could definitely do it. She's young though. We need somebody that's like grown but not old.
She's probably too small. That girl from Game of Thrones,
Right.
Khaleesi. She
No,
petite though, right?
Oh,
Topanga.
what's her name?
Topanga.
Amelia. I
You
mean,
want me to pull up
she looked
Topanga
like
right
she could
now?
be related to Kim.
Everybody loves Topanga, man.
Everybody
She
did,
still
man. I
look
had a
good.
back crush on
She
her.
still look good.
She actually
Right
does look
now
pretty
to this
decent
day, she
still.
still look good.
It's tough though getting old, man.
Tamar Braxton.
Mm, that's like saying what's her name too, though.
I just keep
Is
thinking
that like
about the ones
Tony?
that got a
Is that
sexy
like
set of
Tony's
lips.
sister?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Tony's baby sister.
All right. Man, how many
She got a sexy set of lips.
how many Braxton sisters are there, man?
Was what, four?
They were. Yeah, it was five. Was it
One of them
five?
passed away.
No, the four. Yeah, you're right.
Five
Four.
or four? Four. And one passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it was five of them and one passed away. That's right.
damn, can you imagine that growing up? And they can like sing, maybe they're
And they all
models,
sang.
they're acting, like whatever. And could you imagine going through like middle school and high school and
Seriously.
like the aura around them? Like if you were dating one, bro, you were probably a king.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You like hell yeah, yeah, that's my thing.
Kelly LeBrock. Carrie Hills.
Nah.
I can see.
see
I mean,
that.
I get
I
it.
can see that.
Her eyes
What's wrong with
pop
her
out
eyes?
as much as Kelly LeBrock's lips did. So I could see where you're going there. She's that beautiful. Yeah.
Hold up.
Her and Lala Anthony.
I think I like Carrie over
Lala. Carrie might be slightly because Lala, Lala's she getting up there. She in
She
the
is.
40s.
It's showing a little bit,
So
right?
starting to show a little bit.
It's for some, if they got the good genes, it doesn't really show, even though they're getting older. And then some, if you
Takes a
don't have the
while
right
sometimes.
genes,
Yeah.
it starts showing up early, and you're like, ooh.
Exactly.
All right, fellas.
Hmm.
We should probably. We're going on 2 hours.
Yeah.
We
I
got to
think
keep this
we got to leave that on the
100%.
cliffhanger.
We got to keep it under 2, so we can get some of those shorts. If it goes over 2, it won't. It'll block it. So. All
Okay,
right.
bet.
There it is.
This was a good show, as always. You want
Till next week, y'all.
I'm TMH signing off.
CJ the Beat God. I said talks.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you. Bless you. We appreciate you. Thank God for you. Good night.
See you next week.